Did you know Frank Lloyd Wright designed a ziggurat? I didn't either. This is what I first imagined, kind of like a falling water style ziggurat, I guess. But the actual design didn't look like this at all. Frank Lloyd Wright designed more of a modern ziggurat with the spiral as the inspiration. So basically, in 1924, Wright was commissioned by a wealthy lawyer to build a tourist attraction on top of a mountain. And this is what he came up with. The project was known as the Automobile Objective. The goal was to design a tourist attraction that people didn't have to leave their car. You could experience the entire building without leaving your vehicle. Frank used the idea of the spiral because he imagined a giant ramp just going up and then back down the building. Here are some sketches of Frank Lloyd Wright. Pretty cool. This project was kind of perfect for Frank because he was a bit of a car guy. Frank Lloyd Wright loved his cars. Apparently he had over 50. In this drawing, we're looking at a section through the building, and the inside was supposed to be a planetarium. Here is a model of what it might look like, as well as a 3D rendering. After about a year of designing this car hub, Frank Lloyd Wright presents it to the client, Mr. Gordon Strong. Unfortunately, Mr. Strong did not like the design whatsoever, and the two actually exchanged some pretty strongly worded letters. Unfortunately, this put an end to the spiral ziggurat on top of a mountain, and the project was never built. Shout out to David Romero for doing the 3D renderings and building this in virtual reality so we could see what it kind of looked like. Although it was never built, Frank Lloyd Wright didn't forget about the spiral. 35 years later, we see it in another one of his buildings. Just flip it upside down and boom, you have one of the most iconic buildings in the world, the Guggenheim Museum in New York City. Amazing. Frank Lloyd Wright was more than just an architect. He was an artist, and his buildings were like his sculptures. I love how he kept the idea of the spiral in his back pocket for 35 years. How do you feel about Frank Lloyd Wright's modern ziggurat? I personally love the idea of having a building that you experience completely through your car. If you think about it, you have the drive-in movie theater, the drive-through, McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, and the most iconic, I think, would be the car wash. It makes me think of a beach that is in my town. Basically, it's a beach and then a parking lot, and you park and just watch the sunset. And it's sort of always been a go-to spot, whether you're getting ice cream or you're just hanging out with friends in the car, something I did a lot. Obviously, you want to have places where you can kind of go out and maybe stretch your legs or something like that, but I do like the concept. Anyway, that concludes my thoughts. I'd be curious to see what you'd think. Like and subscribe to help me turn this channel into a full-time gig. I'm Zach, and thanks for watching.